My name is Karim, and I live in a place that is more water than land. This place is called Tanguar Haor. It is a very big wetland in Bangladesh, so big that sometimes you look out and see only water, like a sea. Our village is built on a small piece of high ground, like a little island. The houses are made of wood and tin, and they stand on tall stilts. Why stilts? Because in the rainy season, the water comes right up to our doorsteps. It is like living on a boat that never moves. From my home, I see the sun rise over the water, and it paints the whole sky with amazing colours. It is a simple life, but it is our life, and we know no other. Every morning, the village wakes up with the sound of birds. Not just one or two birds, but thousands of them. They sing a song that is better than any music you will hear in the city. The air is fresh here, with the smell of wet earth and water plants. We don't have roads like in Dhaka. Our roads are waterways. We use small wooden boats called nuka to go everywhere. We go to the market in a boat, we visit our neighbours in a boat, and children even go to a floating school in a boat. This water is our playground, our highway, and our source of life, all in one. It is a unique way to live, connected to the ebb and flow of nature every single day. Our village is a small community. Everyone knows everyone. If someone needs help, 10 people will show up before you even have to ask. The houses are built close together, so you can hear your neighbours' laughter or the sound of their children playing. In the evening, the women sit on the verandas, talking and weaving fishing nets, while the men gather to drink tea and discuss the day's catch. There is a strong sense of togetherness here that you might not find in a big, busy city. We are all in the same boat, both literally and figuratively, facing the same challenges and sharing the same joys that the Haor brings. Life here is peaceful, but it is not always easy. We depend completely on nature. If the fish are few, our stomachs are empty. If the rains are too heavy, our homes are at risk. But this dependency has taught us to be resilient and to respect the world around us. We understand the language of the water and the sky. We know when a storm is coming just by looking at the clouds. This connection to our environment is the most important thing we have. It is a knowledge passed down through generations, a wisdom that keeps our small village on the water alive and well, floating on the heart of Bangladesh. The beauty of Tanguar Haor is something you have to see to believe. It is a painting that changes with every hour of the day. In the morning, the water is calm and reflects the sky like a giant mirror. The colour is a deep, clear blue. As the sun climbs higher, the water sparkles with a million tiny diamonds. All around us there are swamp forests, which we call Hijol Korosh forests. These trees have amazing roots that allow them to stand strong in the water. They look like guards protecting the Haor, and they are home to many birds and other creatures. It is a world painted in just two main colours, the blue of the water and the green of the plants. The birds are the real celebrities of Tanguar Haor. This place is a haven for them, especially in the winter when birds fly from faraway cold countries to stay with us. We see huge flocks of ducks, geese and many other migratory birds. Their calls fill the air from dawn until dusk. It is like a big, noisy party that lasts for months. We also have our local birds, like the kingfisher, with its bright blue feathers, diving into the water to catch a small fish. Watching these birds is a part of our daily entertainment. We don't need television when we have a live nature show happening right outside our windows every single day. The plants here are just as special as the birds. The most famous one is the water lily, or shapla, which is our national flower. In the morning, thousands of pink and white water lilies open up, covering the water in a beautiful floral carpet. We collect the stems of the shapla to cook as a vegetable. There are also many types of grasses and reeds that grow in and around the water. These plants are not just for beauty, they are very important. They provide food and shelter for the fish, and they help keep the water clean. Every plant has a purpose, and we have learned how to use them respectfully. This entire ecosystem is a delicate balance. The water, the plants, the fish, and the birds all depend on each other. We, the people of the Haor, are also a part of this balance. We understand that if we take too much, the balance will be broken. So we try to live in harmony with our surroundings. The green and blue world of Tanguar Haor is not just a place of stunning scenery, it is a living, breathing system. It is a precious gift that provides us with everything we need, and in return, we must be its careful guardians, ensuring its beauty and health for the future. Our daily life follows a simple rhythm, guided by the sun and the water. The men wake up very early, before the sun has even thought about rising. They take their small boats and their nets and go out into the vast Haor to fish. Fishing is the main work for most families here. It requires great patience and skill. They know the secret spots where the big fish hide. They spend many hours on the water, under the hot sun or in the pouring rain, hoping for a good catch. The fish they bring back, rui, cutler, bole, are not just food for our families. They are also sold at the market to earn money for our other needs. While the men are out fishing, the women are busy at home. Their work is just as important and never-ending. They take care of the children, prepare the meals, and maintain the household. A big part of their day is spent managing the homestead. This includes feeding the ducks and chickens that we raise, tending to small vegetable gardens on any patch of dry land we might have, and fetching clean water for drinking and cooking. Many women are also skilled at weaving fishing nets or making handicrafts from reeds and bamboo, which provides a small but vital extra income for the family. Their hands are always busy, ensuring the home runs smoothly. Farming is another important job, but it is very different here than in other parts of Bangladesh. We cannot grow crops all year round because of the water. We can only farm in the dry season when the water recedes and leaves behind fertile land. During these few months, the entire community works together to plant and harvest rice. It is a race against time, as we must finish before the rains return and flood the fields again. This single rice harvest is crucial for our food security for the whole year. It is hard work under the sun, but everyone helps each other, turning the fields into a sea of green. In the afternoon, the men return with their catch. The village becomes a hub of activity as the fish are sorted and prepared for the market. Children, after finishing their schoolwork, help with smaller chores or simply play in the water, their laughter echoing across the village. As evening approaches, the pace of life slows down. Families gather together, sharing stories of the day. We are a community that works hard, but we also know the importance of resting and spending time with our loved ones. Our work is tied to the Haor, and through this work we remain deeply connected to the nature that sustains us. Life in Tanguar Haor is a story of two seasons, the monsoon and the dry season. Each season completely transforms our world and how we live in it. During the monsoon, which lasts for about 6 months, the Haor becomes a vast, endless sea. Rain falls almost every day, and the water level rises high, swallowing all the land. Our villages become true islands, and boats are our only way to move. This is the time of abundant fish. The water is full of life, and it is the busiest period for our fishermen. But it is also a time of danger, as sudden storms can create big waves and make boating treacherous. When the monsoon ends, the water slowly begins to retreat. This marks the beginning of the dry season. The landscape changes dramatically. Vast fields of mud and fertile soil emerge from under the water. The waterways shrink, and paths that were submerged for months reappear. This is the time for farming. The entire village gets busy planting rice in the newly exposed fields. The dry season is also when the migratory birds arrive, filling the sky and water with their presence. It is a time of hard work on the land, a complete shift from the water-based life of the monsoon. We are fishermen for half the year and farmers for the other half. This change in seasons affects every part of our lives. In the monsoon, our social life happens on boats or on the small verandas of our stilt houses. We gather to chat while the rain drums on our tin roofs. In the dry season, we can walk from one village to another. The exposed land becomes a giant playground for children and a place for community gatherings and festivals. Markets that were once floating on boats now set up on solid ground. This constant transformation keeps our lives interesting. We are always adapting, always changing our routines according to the will of the water. This cycle of wet and dry is the heartbeat of Tanguar Haor. It makes our home a special place. It has taught us to be flexible and resourceful. We have learned to live with the water, not against it. Tanguar Haor is more than just a wetland, it is our mother. It feeds us, it challenges us, and it shapes our identity. For the people who live here, it is our entire world. For Bangladesh, it is a natural treasure, a Ramsar site of international importance, and a beautiful example of how people can live in harmony with nature. Protecting this unique place means protecting our culture, our livelihood, and a vital part of our nation's soul.